In this guide, you have been working locally in the tool to learn the basics. It is also possible to create a local publication, but in that case, the result is only saved as a local file structure on your computer. In production environments, server-based publishing is used instead, making the content available to other users. In this video, we will go through how server-based publishing works and how to set up a web publication. This first part can also be followed and tested locally, since the web profile works the same way, regardless of whether you are working locally or in a server environment. To publish the content of your repository, start by going to the Tools menu and selecting Publish. A list of all available publishing profiles will appear. Since we're creating a web publication, you'll be using a web profile. If you don't already have one, indicated by this icon, you can create a new one by clicking the plus icon. Double-click the web profile to open it. If this is your first time opening the profile, a step-by-step guide will appear to help you understand the interface. If you choose to skip the guide, or if you've opened the profile before, you can always launch it again later by clicking the question mark in the top right corner. Inside the web profile, you control how your content will appear in the published version. For example, which models, layers, menus, logos, and more are included. To be able to publish, the only required setting is to define a start model, the first page that users will see. Choose the model Manage Rental Services. It represents the overall process and ensures that the entire process hierarchy is included in the publication. The web profile offers many ways to customize your publication, but selecting a start model is enough to get going. As you hover over different areas of the profile, you'll see which parts are editable. To make changes, click Edit at the top right of the highlighted section. You can also click Preview to see how the publication will look. From there, you can navigate the content just as you would in the final publication. To return and continue editing, just click the Edit tab again. Once you're satisfied with your changes, click Save to update the profile. To make the publication available on the web, a publishing site is required. This is handled through a solution called Liveview. Liveview manages the server publication itself and ensures that content in your repository is synchronized automatically. This step is done in a server environment and is most often set up together with your IT department. To create a publishing site, you need permissions as both a server administrator and a portal administrator. If you do not have the required permissions, contact a portal administrator in your organization. The Liveview settings are managed in 2C8 portal. To access them, go to Servers in the left-hand menu. Hover over the server you want to use, click the three dots, and select Configure. In the configuration view, go to Liveview and click Create Publication. Now enter the information for the publishing site. Start by entering a name so it is clear what the publication is intended for. Next, select which repository should be connected to the publication. Since Liveview works with repositories in the server environment, I'm using a corresponding repository on the demo server here. Local repositories cannot be published through Liveview. Then select which web profile should be used. The web profile controls how the content is displayed on the web. The next step is the context root, the part of the web address that identifies your publication. You can see the server address in the link shown at the top. When you enter processes as the context root, the address becomes demo.2c8.com/live/processes. This is the unique address for your publication. Under access control, you define how access to the publication should be protected. OIDC, recommended, enables login through single sign-on. This usually requires support from your IT department, since they are responsible for the technical configuration, user management, and the information that needs to be entered here. IP range restriction limits access to specific IP addresses and is normally configured together with IT. Freely available means the publication is completely open without login requirements. Once the publishing site has been created, the models are synchronized automatically. Remember, the web profile controls how the content looks, and Liveview controls where and how it is published. Since the publication is connected to your repository, the content is updated automatically whenever you make changes to the models, as long as they are included in the web profile. If you want to change the content or appearance, you always do so in the web profile. When everything is ready, you can open the publication in your web browser. Here, you can navigate through the processes using the breakdown arrows, and when you click an object, more information is displayed in the panel on the left.